Hello. You know what's the beauty of these daily uploads? I can do whatever the fuck I want. Listen.
And learn.
I did this for 1 year. I allocated 20 minutes of every day in the morning to reading. And that sounds like, wow, 20 minutes of reading. Oh, great. What's that gonna do? Bro, when I did that, I think I finished 8 books that year. It was awesome. I don't know why I stopped. If you allocate a little bit of time each day for something and you consistently stay at it, I have to do this again because I stopped like 2 years ago and now I haven't read a single book. But during that year, I read a book that changed my life. No, it didn't. Well, everything changes your life to some extent. You know, media shapes us. What we consume shapes us. And I wanted to show this to you guys today and recommend it. This is especially interesting for those of you who have any interest in Chinese culture and recent Chinese history, especially the Cultural Revolution.
Millions of Chinese youth organized into the fanatical Red Guards.
Bro, the Cultural Revolution, my dad and my Chinese side of the family grew up during it. A lot of people don't really know what it is. They think it's like an actual revolution, like the French Revolution. No. The Cultural Revolution is, to me personally, who's not a history genius, the most puzzling event in human history. I've watched probably every single documentary that exists online about it, and the more I find out about it, the more I wonder, how did this country keep operating? How did it exist? Because the Cultural Revolution, I think, lasted for about 10 years. I don't understand how the state kept functioning. It is incredibly fascinating. The closest you can come to like anarchy, kind of. I don't know, it's weird. Students beating up teachers, arresting teachers, locking them in their basements, students going around beating up people who are for the old stuff. It's kind of insane. It's crazy, chat. So I want to present to you guys a book. In German, it's called Das Stadttor geht auf. City Gate Open Up. And it's written by a Chinese, do you call it a poet? A poet? Beijing, Beidao, 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 Beidao. This is a guy, it's kind of autobiographical. It's interesting. Let me tell you what happens. It's not just a book, it's not a novel. This is a guy who was very active in the Cultural Revolution. He was a member of the Red Guards and he took part in the protests in Tiananmen Square in 1976 and then again during the Tiananmen Massacre in 1989, and then he got banned from China. He left China and then he was gone from the country for 20 years in exile, and he came back after 20 years, and this book describes his impression of the country. Bro, I almost have to cry when I think about it. And it describes, oh, yo, legit, I'm getting emotional. This book describes his perception and his memories of what he sees, and he compares it to what he's seeing today, like how it's a different world. And it's not like chronological. He divides the book, the chapters, into what he associates with the city in his memory. The first chapter is lights and shadows. The second one, smells. The third one, sounds. The next one, toys and games. The next one, Möbel, furniture. Then Schallplatten. What do you call Schallplatten? Music, fishing, swimming. It is absolutely incredible. If you have any interest in Chinese culture, or you have any association or personal connection to that country and care about its history, I cannot recommend this enough. I have to admit, at the end of it, he talks about the relationship with his father. I cried. Oh my God. Bro, I cried like a... I cried so much. And I would say I have a bit of a special connection with the city Beijing. I always say Beijing is my favorite city of all time. I lived there for half a year and I spent time there ever since I'm a kid. Like every year I went to Beijing and I love that city truly. So I also have a lot of associations and memories with it. So maybe the book speaks to me a little bit on a particular level because I have such a love for that city, and this guy describes that city. I also use it as a little bit of a connection with understanding my dad's youth and what he went through. Bro, I legit Nutella challenge. The Nutella challenge. So if you care about the Cultural Revolution, if you care about Beijing, if you care about China, or just want a good read, it's not very thick. Look at this. It's like about 300 pages, a little bit over 300 pages. But I recommend that you read this book not on one sitting. I recommend that you read a chapter and then put it down. Read a chapter and put it down. Because it's not exciting. Don't expect narrative. It's a window into a different time. You understand? A window into a different time. That's what this book is. Probably my favorite book ever made. The City Gate Opens by Beidao. Absolutely incredible. I've always wanted to talk about this book, but I never got a chance. On the Ranton channel, what am I gonna do? On stream, what am I gonna do? Talk about books? Nobody cares. This is the perfect chance to finally tell you guys a little bit about something, a piece of media that is very special to me on a personal level. Okay, guys, wish you guys a great weekend. I think I'll make uploads on the weekend. I think so. I don't know, actually. I think. I will try. Okay, everybody, have a good one. Rant2 signing off.